Good
But
morning.
when you do what you do, you make me want to shoot.
Hey, happy Saturday, y'all.
Happy Saturday to you too, darling. Hey, today's show is Living Your Life. Good morning, good morning, good morning to my lovely people. You know I'm gonna give it to you real quick. Let me put some glasses on so that I can read properly. First, I should probably clean these things. It seems like I can't hear very well when I can't see. Am
Oh,
I the only one to do that? Like, if you don't have your glass, you be like, I cannot hear.
yeah, you squinting, but you like,
Like, what is
I
happening?
hear you.
Or if they're clean, I feel like I can't see. Maybe because when you had to curl, confession, when you had the Jerry curl, it was a lot of grease going on.
Right. So
So
it would clog up the
you've
ear.
gotten accustomed to seeing the grease or seeing through the grease. So you're like, okay, wait, how come I can't see you? So when your glasses is clean or when you don't have your glasses, I have an issue with seeing. So sad. Too bad, so sad, signed your dad. Listen, I'm telling you, we got a great show. We're gonna jump right into this. Matter of fact, forget the intro. How many coaches got fired?
Girl, I saw that. They was doing a whole sweep.
Baby,
Sad but true.
turn your mic up, Nate. I can't hear you. You sound
Marco.
like you on the other phone sitting across the street, across the couch from Nick, like at the other end. You know how that goes.
I'm gonna have to switch to
Okay. So is it Chex Mix or Trail Mix? Like they just throwing them in the bowl, like, bye, you're out, you're
You're
out.
gone. Next.
Baby.
Next.
Baby. Indeed. They're like, okay, y'all worried about what we need. You got a problem with this person. Okay. Guess what? We're getting rid of you.
Wow. The crazy one is, didn't the Browns win last week?
Uh-huh.
And they still fired the coach?
Look at you cracking up. You know what's wild? What's wild is the fact that I don't think they won because of the coach.
Okay, got you.
I don't think they won because of the coach. And I've never played football, but what I will say is if the locker room is against you, it's almost, this is the way I look at it, as a job. Okay. So we're at work and we chilling and you have a supervisor, but it turns into a hostile work environment. So the team has an issue with the new suit. We know how that goes all the time.
Right.
In this case, it's not a new suit. And let's look at the history. Were you ever concerned when the Browns were playing?
Never.
Did you ever really watch the games when the Browns were playing, unless they were playing the Steelers?
Only when they played the Steelers and then Spotty.
Okay, so now everybody's watching. We're watching this mug. We're like, okay, let's see what's going on. And I learned new players by watching. I was watching Shador. Let's keep it 100.
Yeah, that's the only reason.
So now I learned about new players. Did I ever hear of Myles Garrett? I did, but I wasn't invested. Now I'm sitting here, I'm like, oh, okay, seems like a nice guy on television. Don't know these people personally, but appears to be a nice guy.
Mm-hmm.
Then looking at Judy, I was like, oh, is he the op? I've been saying that from day one, though. Is he the op? Because it's almost like, okay, let me not catch these balls. My thoughts are, is this for real? Is he really not catching these balls because, Butterfingers? Or is he doing this to sabotage? That's where I was at. And I'm
Yeah.
like, is this for real? Like, you're okay with making yourself look bad. Is it for finances, money? Are you being paid? Your girl gonna give it to you. And I'm going to go all in and ask the questions that need to be asked. Are you the op? I thought they should have got rid of him a long time ago. I'm like, well, that's why you can't win. He can't catch. But is it deliberate? Do you think it's deliberate that he can't catch?
I know it sound like it. It sound like it.
Sound like he just out here just like, oh, okay, well, you know what? Lose the game. Okay, I'll lose the game. Kind of like what's going on with the basketball when they had that saying, okay, you throwing games. Are we really throwing games? What's happening to sports? Is sports still sports? Are we still invested? Are we interested? What do you think? What say you, Nate the Agitator?
I don't think sports is the same because it's too much storytelling in it. It's drama. It ain't me against you. It's like with basketball. I don't even watch it anymore because I mean, people sit out. It's just too much for me, and a lot of people are tuning out because of that. Football, I think, is the last bastion, but they're babyfying them now so much. We only got a couple more years with football too.
When you say babyfying, talk to me.
Oh, taunting.
What's that crazy?
Listen, this is a sport where I can decapitate you. Used to be. Now I can't even talk bad around you. Oh, he taunted him 15 yards. Come on, man.
That was crazy.
That used to be a man's sport.
That was wild. The what else was it that had me kind of feeling some type of way with football? That taunting was crazy. I was like, you can't name call on the
no, but you can. Yeah, but you can't name call on the field, but you can do a whole rap video if you score a touchdown in end zone. And come on. You can reenact the whole Wizard of Oz because you scored a touchdown, but you can't, say, that's right, I hit you. Yeah, you can't stand up, man.
Try that again. Like, so basketball, we used to talk smack.
Used to.
They probably would have ejected me. I remember me, matter of fact, Janet Eagleson, you probably know her. Our sons was playing, never forget. It was so fun though. Man, Malik blocked this ball. Dez, love you, Dez. He blocked it so hard. I mean, it was like, bow. I stood up like this. I was like, you want something from the concession stand? We had a ball. So you telling me now you can't even do that? They probably would have ejected me out the doggone auditorium.
First of all, my son is going to the league, and your son shouldn't be hurting my son's feeling and decrementing his chances on going to the league. So now I'm mad, and we got to fight in the stands. It's just a whole new thing. Everybody's son ain't going to the league.
No.
But guess what? Everybody's son going to the league.
And that's tragic. Go ahead, Nick.
And then you have some that are in the league that shouldn't have never made it.
You put in work to get to the league.
Yeah, I was like,
and then get there and get lazy.
No,
they're just not as good as the other people that are in the league.
Right? Because cream
that way.
Cream always rises to the top.
And then you see who got it and who didn't, or who you thought had it.
Right.
Exactly. Who you thought had it is the bench warmers.
Hey, they still get paid.
That's what I'm saying. That's still that's at least 300,000. That's at least 300.
I'm raising my hand. Pick me. I'm gonna pick me on this one. Pick me. I'll be a seat filler.
Thank you. 300,000 a year.
The coaches that have been terminated is the Falcons coach, Raiders. We know the Browns. We talked about them. The Cardinals, the Ravens, and last the Dolphins. So you think they had a meeting and was like, shake them up, shake them up, shake them? I need to play that. Shake them up, shake them.
That's a hurt piece for the Ravens, though. After we dealt that to them, that was a close one. I didn't think we was go. When I was looking at, I was like, yeah, we ain't gonna get that. So I went to sleep. And when I woke up, I had to work, so I finished watching the game at work. And thank goodness I was downstairs in that lobby by myself because I was cussing everybody on the TV. Like, what are you doing?
It could have been.
You know what? I was at work too, and I had people doing play for play, texting. I was like, I gotta know what's happening. I'm glad. Let me tell you one thing. I'm that fan that I'm with you to the last second. I'm rooting. We gonna get this. We gonna get this. We gonna get this. Ain't no giving up. I don't care if we down. Well, if we down 20, I'm like, okay, but I ain't giving up. To the last man is standing.
Man, that's probably one of the most exciting games I ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
The roller coaster ride. I was standing up watching it the whole time.
Oh, dang.
Oh, I couldn't sit down. You was like, yeah, what the hell? Oh, it went from here to here to here,
Yeah,
and
that
then
got
for him to miss it like that, oh, I mean,
Listen,
that was the perfect script. That was
it
the greatest movie
was.
ever. That was the Five Heartbeats meets the Temptations movie with a little Terminator in it. It was great, all aspects.
What you got, Nick?
I was like 2 seconds in, and they get the punt. What? I don't know whose room is above the lobby, but they was probably upstairs like, who is that down there yelling like that? Like I said, I was at work standing there. Good thing wasn't nobody coming. I was cussing at the TV. I was just pacing back and
I
forth.
wasn't cussing. See, that's why I ain't gonna be cussing, but I was hyped because this is what we do. We stand there, missed it.
Yep.
I had a missed it song. I actually, at the end of it, I went into Apasia's room and they had it playing. I said, "Do you mind if I wash my hands?" It was like, "No, go ahead."
Hey,
Listen,
the
did you
play.
see that they had a priest come and bless the field before the game? I was like, thank you.
Oh,
The
Hey,
blessing worked. Thank
the
you.
one
Because he missed
the
that
one
play.
the one play that did it for me is right before the field goal when that dude caught that ball. When it was almost like that the helmet catch it with New
I
England.
was not expecting
I
that.
was like, no, and then I was just like, it's just not for us. And I mean, I went from, oh, we just got them, we sacked them, they're out of field goal range, cool, yeah, to that catch, and I'm just like, it was an
Mm-hmm.
emotional. It was emotional for me. It
Mm-hmm.
was it was everything. That was a great game.
It was, and even your other people, the people that love Cleveland, that was a good game. That was a good game. I looked, I was like, what's it? So everybody, screaming, listen, I told y'all and I'll tell you again. If you want someone committed, marry a Browns fan.
They ain't too stable. They're committed, but they ain't too stable. They're committed, but they ain't too stable.
Bill Corbin said, I'll take the minimum in the league. Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm like, give me what I can get. I got to ask you this question. This is a serious question. We're going to start this show. How do you feel? Do you think the NIL is helping or nah the younger players? And let me say this. Let me preface it by this. I remember people were trying to go to college and go to the NFL, and there was a why behind it. It was, I don't want my mother to work. I'm going to buy my mom a house. I'm going to buy my family this. There was a why. But now you're getting the money now. Is the why gone?
No, it's still there.
So do you think it helps or nah?
I think it evens out stuff because Indiana, they killed Oregon last night, and last year we didn't hear about Indiana at all, and that's straight from the portal, and they paying people. From a standpoint of coming out of high school making that type of money, you have to be grounded. I mean that can hurt and help because if you don't know what to do with just like any new big money, it has it could be hurtful. You know what I mean? Because who needs every pair of Jordans and three Bugattis
Right.
at
And a Birkin.
20? Right. Well, this girl gotta get a little something, a little
And a
Birkin.
Birkin bag.
Here we go.
He went off the whole screen.
Whatever, Nate. Don't be hating. Don't be hating.
Oh, Nate? What happened? Where did you go?
Yeah.
Get what they get and want what they want. I can't see spending money like that on. I just can't spending all that money on, like you said, the Jordans. The what else was he on? What they spending money on? What?
He said
Oh, like a
Bugattis and
Birkin
stuff.
bag or something
Yeah.
like that. Just cannot see it.
If those children are not they're children to us because they are,
Right.
even though they don't think. If they're not ground, or if they have not come from that type of background where their family, tries to keep them grounded, then yeah, they're gonna be out of control spending that money and be broke as soon as they get it. You have to have some type of foundation or something. I mean, it's okay because you got the money now to get what you want to get, but you still need to set aside. Like, we need to start teaching these kids, like, you need to would like, well, then again, I don't know, with the economy the way it is kind of hard, but invest. Like, that's where you gonna stay in money, and is investing in something that's going to keep your money growing. They need to learn that, and they need to teach them that, because they don't really teach that in schools anymore, and they need to teach that.
Well, they don't teach it in schools,
Especially now that they're paying these college players. Teach them that.
Right, but life is usually hard for them coming there. Talent comes from struggle. And you can tell me all you want. I ain't had a pair of K Swisses in my life. Now I can afford all the Jordans. My wardrobe would be nice. I mean, it's nice in theory, and I pray that happens. But we're talking about from our 50-year-old self. Picture us at 18 with a fresh $2 million in the account at 18. That's a
Listen,
hard lesson to learn.
yeah.
That's a hard lesson to learn. It's a hard lesson to learn. And
Yeah.
that's why I'm scared when I hit this lotto, how things have changed. Because I mean, at 50, you put a couple million in my thing. Yeah. It's a couple things I don't know how I'm living without. So it's hard, especially being that young and that type of attention and responsibility put on you. Because of course, mom need a house, and then dad accidentally, well, just happens to now pop back up in your life, and it's just so much. But it's what these kids are dealt. So it's good. It has its good and its bad. But I
Right.
mean, the portal, you can see the portal because was it Indiana or Illinois? Indiana. They're destroying everybody this year. And last year, no one knew who they were. They were like, they played East last year and got by with a slight victory. Now they beat No State, Oregon, and they're gonna beat anyone else. They're gonna hold the title in just 1 year. So it has its ups and downs.
Yeah. Because I can't. I mean, my mother taught me how to invest and save, but at
How'd that
18,
work?
you're right. It didn't. I didn't listen.
Same thing. Same thing.
Okay. Do you think that Maurice Claret went through what he went through because of this?
Perfect example. Perfect example. Perfect example. Yeah. But he had a talent that was unmatched. And with that talent comes attention. And with that attention comes favor. And us as men think, oh well, shoot, like we think we can do it forever. Yesterday, there was something on the top shelf, just and the top shelf was just a little over my thing. So I jumped off the ground, maybe that high, maybe, and I felt it all through my body. And I said, my goodness, I thought I could still dunk a basketball, but I pulled everything in my whole body with that little leap. And I said, man, yeah, Mother Nature and Father Time is undefeated. But as a young man who's been living that way, because Maurice was that cat since Pee Wee's. He's been that cat, and that's been his norm. So when his norm changed, man, you see how courageous and strong he is to be where he is right now. But he had to go through it to get to it. He didn't just say, you know what, I'm going to change. he document what he went through and how he did it. But a lot of people don't want to hear that side of the story. It's, oh yeah, I'm just gonna do this for the rest of my life and blah blah blah, and it's just gonna work out. Mm-mm.
It was going to, but they tried to get him since he was what they said he was selling jerseys, all that extra stuff. And then Coach Presso end up in trouble. It was just a lot, knowing that you couldn't do, what you couldn't do at that time, and it destroyed him.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it
yeah.
worked. You know what? I gotta get is this is a name that's gonna bring you back. There were, what was it, 5 students that sued the house. They sued the NCAA for the NIL. Yes, I talked about it on 94.7, and one of them have bloodline here. That will be Dwayne Carter,
DC.
his son.
Yeah,
His
well,
son was one,
let,
and
let
they
me let me
won.
call Dwayne. I remember I gave him $2.
Like, I'm
Two
like,
dollars back in
Mr.
'84.
Carter, who it was his son. You gonna make his son pay?
No, he got to pay his daddy's debts. You know that
Oh,
$2 back in '84 with compounding interest daily. Yeah, yeah.
so you had Mr. Carter, who played for YSU and made history. Then you had, which is Raymond Carter. You guys look that up. And then you had him running the McGuffey Center. So a lot of us, I was one that used to be over there and benefited from the McGuffey Center. And then now his son, and he went to Duke. So you guys look that up. We got some people here. Look, I didn't mention Maurice Claret. You got that bloodline, even though he's from Columbus. But it's like,
I think it's more. He lives in Columbus.
I'm talking about Dwayne Carter.
Oh yeah. See, you switched up quick on me.
Yeah,
You switched up.
change your channel.
Yeah, I see. Yeah,
Change
yeah,
your channel real quick. So look at it. That foundation, you got to look at where that bloodline is coming from. We got great people right here
Oh yeah.
in Youngstown, Ohio. We had some great players back in the day. You had Booker Newberry. Remember that I thought was going to do something.
Where Diallo at? He used to scare the hell out of me because he was a big as an adult at 12.
Yep, Diallo Anderson. Who else?
Nate Woodard. That dude was.
He out here with us. He here with us. Yeah, it was several. It was several of them. That's why I said there were several of those guys that was suing. So I'm not putting. That's the one that I know personally, and you can put the name in and you'll see it too. And they were from different sports too. So they all came in and was like, pay us. So you think with the NIL being there in place, people are playing harder? So it's like a job?
No, I don't know if it's harder. You would put a little more effort into it, but
oh, Elliot Hamilton, okay.
Well, it's like when you have the girl, you don't do as much as you do to get the girl. So when you get that money in the NIL, I don't know if you do the same to keep the money. So I don't know. You know what I mean? I only did,
Something to talk about. Look, something to talk about. Let's get this show started.
Everything that happens is motivation. Everything that happens is motivation.
Yeah. Okay. Spin around, people. Spin around. Upside down, you're turning me. Hey, did you guys Diana Ross performance? Did you guys like Diana Ross's performance on New Year's? I had to mute you because it's an echo back there. Or mute your television or something like that. The Diana Ross performance. Do we expect the correct vocals or the original vocals when elderly people perform? Do we expect that same show?
No, because they're elderly. They don't have the same energy that they used to. Well, some of them don't. Some still do. It depends on if they continuously keep busy and stay booked, then yeah, I can see. But if they weren't booked and busy all the time, then no. Like when you get older, you don't do the same things. Your body ain't react the same. Like Nate said, he called himself just jumping just a little bit, a little jump shot, and whole body was about to shut down. So yeah,
Pain,
like,
pain. That was pain.
exactly.
But why do we have to pay more to see them?
Ooh,
Well,
maybe because they're
they've reached that. They've reached that legendary status. I'm this, so I
mm-hmm,
guess you paying for that.
mm-hmm. That's what I say because they are legendary. So you're gonna pay more.
Okay, so I'm going to pay more for a legendary status, but I'm not going to get a great performance. So am I going there just to see it? Put them in a museum.
Well, here's the thing. If Patty come to Youngstown, Patty LaBelle come to Youngstown, you going?
Depends on the ticket price because I ain't going to see Keith Sweat at $400.
I know.
Okay, it's
Come on, are you serious?
238. Just him.
Huh?
Delusion.
I paid $200 for 2 tickets when I went to see him in West Virginia years ago. I bet I don't.
Well, was he by himself?
Yes.
See, I cannot. Okay.
It was for 2 tickets though.
Okay. My spirit will not allow me to pay that amount for one artist. And you ain't, what was it? I wanna.
No, he puts on a great show.
No. My problem is you can put on a good show all you want, but where's your new music? For
Well,
$200.
well, shoot. I spent 300, almost
Listen,
400. Sade, front and center.
it was her by herself.
I don't remember. I can't remember if anyone came in before her, but I was front and center. I was third row in, and I was just sitting there with my mouth open.
Let me ask you this. Did you get a new outfit?
No, I don't think I did that. But I went to dinner afterwards to the XO, and that was that was when I thought I had it days. I look
Oh,
back at it, man. I could have took you to get a Happy Meal, but but
but
that Sade concert, hey, that date was
we
mad
are
at me.
going to eat. I got the snacks in the car. Eat on the way up. We're going to see. I cannot pay that amount for one person. It has to make sense for me.
Sade.
I'll do
Ooh,
70 per person.
you're right.
So it needs to be like 3 people on or 4 people on. I did see Keith Sweat. It was Keith Sweat, Guy, New Edition. You know, they had their BBD, and it was somebody else. I can't remember who was at the top, but I'll be talking and yapping, doing all that. So I will pay that. I will pay, and the most I paid was like maybe almost $300, but that's who was all there. And his show wasn't good to me. I was upset because I saw inebriation, and it showed in the show.
Well,
That's when you got a problem.
he's not known as a clear singer, and then he gonna throw alcohol on top of that.
That's
I'm
what
good.
I saw. I said, "Is he
Yeah,
drunk or
you was
something?" And they were
so
like,
up when I saw him.
they
I'm
said
good.
that with what's her name, Shaka Khan too. They said she'd be lit.
Mm-hmm.
The new Shaka, because the new Shaka fine.
She's still fine. She was good.
Woo. But I mean, slim, trim, and everything is
Oh,
woo. Shaka.
but she always was Shaka. But they said she was drunk. This was at the the Jazz Fest, and I was like, I couldn't figure out what was going on, and she wasn't hitting those notes. And it's wild because you're in the audience and you're rooting for them. The lead up, you're rooting. You're like, come on, I know you can do it. I know you can do it. I know you can do it. And then they don't do it. You be like, oh. Michael or Prince. I have always wanted to see Prince. Michael Jackson, I used to want to, but then I got scared. And I got afraid because the pictures that they show with people passing out, getting, the stampede and all that stuff. I'm like, I don't want to get injured going. But Prince, I wanted to see Prince at least once. And I
I
didn't get
think
the opportunity.
I think Michael would have the most entertaining concert, but I think Prince would have the better concert because he's too talented and he's playing everything and doing everything. And, I like it. His music isn't always radio friendly. That's what I like about Prince. Like, in Insatiable, they used to try to play that on the radio back in the day. It might be able to go now. And stuff like that. Do Me, well, now we older, we know
Erotic City.
yeah, but now, they'll play that on the radio. But back then, woo!
This is a great question. How much would you pay to see a Prince concert if you had the opportunity right now? What's your max to see anybody?
5.
Okay. What about you, Nick? What's your max?
It depends on who it is. Around.
That's the question.
I'll
pay about 5 or a little bit more, depending on who it is.
I think I would cap at 5. I would cap at 5. The rest, I'm just gonna go to YouTube.
That's it. Somebody got it on their phone. Somebody got a good angle.
Go to YouTube and lay down. Go lay down. Speaking of YouTube, hey guys, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube. I cannot see paying a whole bunch. That's like a whole check. Remember that used to be a whole check?
It still is. It still is.
Basically.
Talk for yourself, Mel. It still is.
Don't be upset with me. Sorry. I'm thinking like $500, and you will take that and go see one person. You better give me a show. You better not be late. None of that. I need it all. Let me ask you this, Nick. This pertains to us.
Uh-oh.
Do you buy a new outfit to go to a concert?
Yep, sure do.
Okay, why?
You know what? I don't know, because it's like them folks don't know what you got in your closet, but it's just because I want to be fresh to death. I know.
Okay.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. Ain't nobody coming to see you.
You know what, Nate? Right here. But anyway, I don't know. It's just something about, like, if you go into a concert, something you want to buy something new. I don't know why, but yeah, I'm one that will do that. Even though I'll be sitting there looking at my closet like, ain't nobody seen none of these clothes that I got, but I'm still gonna get me a new outfit.
You ain't even made the Jumbotron.
Yeah, I better be on the Jumbotron. Okay. Okay. How do you feel about the artists that come and they put on white tees and running all across the stage?
I've aged out of those type of concerts. I've never been to one, and I mean, listen, my whole thing is if there's nobody on there with a live instrument, I'm not coming. You can't go around with a mic, yo, 1 2 1 2 1 2, yeah, 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 and then everybody get in the background with yeah, all right, and that's the concert. Man, get out of here.
You know what I'm about to say.
Right in the back, like, there we go. Yeah.
You know what I'm about to say. Somebody
tell him, Mel.
You can take the person out the ghetto, but you can't take ghetto out the person. Like,
you know what? Choreography is important to me.
I choose not to participate. Only concerts I go to now is Funkadelic, maybe some R&B. You know who the last concert I went to gave a great concert was Raheem Devon. I would suggest you go see him.
Okay.
Joe was headlining. Like, I wonder if it was tickets on the radio show.
Oh, you enjoyed radio?
I did. But Radio Raheem, I mean not Radio Raheem.
Radio
him
do the right thing.
Love and peace. But he gave a good show. Joe headlined it, and I was like,
So it was everybody before the main event.
Yes.
Better.
Yes.
Wow.
And Raheem Devine, he was cold.
Wow.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And that's tragic.
You want to know the last
Hey,
concert I went to?
it sucked to be the headliner that night.
Okay, go ahead, Nick. The last
The last
concert you were at
concert I went to was in September of 2021, right downtown Youngstown, outside.
Oh.
Mystical, Juvenile, what's her name?
White t-shirts.
Huh?
White t-shirts.
That is
White.
no white
across
t-shirts
the
on. Don't do
stage.
that. What
Go
you call it? Trina and I can't think of her name. Adina Howard. That was the last concert I went to.
Did
Okay,
anybody?
wait. Adina Howard, Trina, Mystical. Who else?
Juvenile.
And
it was somebody else. I can't remember who else.
Was YPD surrounding?
Yeah, it was downtown, outside.
Hey, I detect all soundtracks, all CDs were played, no live instruments, no band.
No, they had the DJs.
Well, now
I'm not paying for that.
You have rappers that use live instruments, i.e., from way back. Nas. If you sleep, all Nas need is one mic.
Well, hey, look,
Nas,
I
did Big Daddy Kane? I don't know if Big Daddy Kane is, but
LL did.
Okay, Snoop. Now, I like the fact that I like Big Daddy Kane back in the day, and the reason I liked him is because the way he was dressed. I see T.I. with his suits. You can be a rapper. Just let me know you appreciate me spending my money. That's my thing. If you go get dressed to come to the concert, you got dressed for me to see you and to perform. But hopping across the stage with white tees on, your entourage running across there like, look, your entourage skipping across like I did that TikTok video, just hopping across the video like,
Look,
what are we doing?
You have to have a live instrument. So people come and join me January 31st up in Detroit, where the orchestra will be doing their rendition of Parliament Funkadelic. The orchestra.
Mm-hmm.
George will be there. So will I.
Well, let me say this. Oh, that's nice. Because there was a live band.
Oh, yeah.
Lightweight, like a concert band who plays some slick music in the summer right here. And it was over where the Northside Knights used to practice at. Not Evansfield, but over there where the Northside Knights. I was there, Youngstown, Ohio. Yeah, it was a for real band. I mean, I'm not saying the other bands aren't real, because you have your 3-piece, your 5-piece, then you got like a 30-piece, 100-piece band. It was fire.
Well, Youngstown got some talent. Some musical talent. We got some. You don't go to places like a Frida's and see a live band, live performance just like every weekend. You don't go, and we're a small city. I can't think of where you can go. Well, I haven't been to Cleveland or Pittsburgh in a while, but to see that, just a place to come and listen to live music and good music, Youngstown is a jewel. It
definitely is, and always have been. That's why a lot of people came from this area. But let me say this: when you look back, look, when you go back in your Rolodex, you can see how many bands it was back in the day, how many singing groups, how many dance groups when you come in, up. And that was the competition. It was like, okay, I'm playing, and everything was about music, and music is really important. So yes, I'm going to take this moment to say, please, people, save the music, keep music in schools. Music is therapy. Okay. So you had that back then. That's why you had, what was it? Like the movie, Cadillac Records? Like you said, the Temptations, the 5 Heartbeats. Music was it. So you had so much talent all over. It was, who is this person? Shout out to you, Billy Bet. You still that dude.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, let's keep it 100. And you have people that's around, like you said, the live music at, what's the name of that place? Freedom. I went in there for the first time maybe 3 years ago. I've never been. And by the time I walked through, I'm not lying to you, I was speaking to people. We walked through, me and Priscilla, shout out to you, because she was like, come on, let's go. You never been? I said, no. Walked through. By the time I finished saying hi to people, we was at the front door. I was outside. I said, wait.
It's tight.
I was outside. I said, wait.
It was tight,
Mm-hmm.
but
And
they pack it in there. They pack it
Oh,
in there.
yes, always did.
but
Yeah, yeah.
it's a room. Like, what is it? It's like a bedroom.
It's a little bigger than
It
that.
little.
Come on.
It little.
Your living room is larger than that room.
No, I'm not gonna say that. It's
Well,
a little bigger than my studio, and I got a 600 square foot studio, so it might be a little bigger. It's bigger than this,
So with
but
that,
with the bigger bar, and then you got the band in there. Then you got seats all around the bar and stuff like
Nick,
that.
my living room on Bradley. What do you think? The living room and the dining room put together?
The living room, dining room, and kitchen. Yeah,
Okay, all right, because that was huge.
yeah.
First floor of the house. Okay, great. Thanks, Mr. Corbett. That bar is about the size of the first floor of
But
an average house.
but you see, they knocked down that Cathedral Catholic Church next door to it to make a parking lot for YSU, and they ain't touched it. It's a historic building. They can't touch it.
Right. So that's
So
great, isn't it?
yeah. We own a historic building.
The bar is still there. That's like a Cheers.
Yeah.
It's like a
So
Cheers.
hey, I implore you to go listen to Harold. I said Harold Howard sing something. Tell him to sing Biz Markie greatest hits.
Howard Howe.
Howard be singing.
When you're not on tour with Guy.
Yeah, when he ain't overseas in China.
Listen, when you're not on tour with Guy, because he is with the remix, Guy remix, he's with them. He could go back with some 5 Heartbeats.
Yeah.
He could go back there. Nate the Agitator asked for you to sing some Biz Markie. Okay, I put it out.
Let the people know. Let the people know.
Let the people know. Okay, let the people know. So call.
Yeah.
Call
you got what I
619-902-2287. 619-902-2287. Call in, Howard. We want to hear what you got. They want to see what you're working with. I mean, I know you with other people right now. And we ain't got no money over here because Nick and Nate the Agitator paying over $500 for tickets. If you would like to bless us with a little segment, we would appreciate it. Donation.
Howard blew it because that's professional talent for free for a couple drinks. He give me that level of talent and stuff for free for a couple drinks. I'm gonna drop my 5 to 3, 350.
350. Okay,
I'm dropping it.
But
I can come watch Howard. He'll sing it.
I gotta say, he is entertaining.
Whitney Houston. Howard can sing that song. I'm not paying that Whitney.
Yeah, but he's entertaining. He's entertaining. And sometimes when you go to hear somebody, I actually go for the entertainment versus, the sound. So I'm one of those people. It takes a lot because a lot of people, you hear them say about Beyonce, oh, she can't sing. She's entertaining. So you have entertainers and you have singers. Mariah Carey, singer. Beyonce, entertainer. But I will say the songs that she chooses are in her register.
I think Beyonce can sing. I don't see her as entertaining.
She can hold a note, but we talking sing.
She ain't no Fantasia. She ain't no Fantasia. You know what I mean? She ain't no Fantasia.
Oh, Fantasia can go.
That's the total package.
Fantasia can go. But you know what? Fantasia can sing
and entertain.
And she's an entertainer. She kind of like Patti LaBelle. Patti LaBelle can sing and she's an entertainer. So I'm still not paying $500 for
Matter of fact, Fantasia.
Okay, speaking of Patti LaBelle, Patti LaBelle or Gladys Knight?
Patti.
Exactly, because Gladys can sing, but she is not an entertainer. Patti is both.
I need Patti to kick off her shoes and start flying.
Flap her wings. She gonna do all of that. So yeah.
Okay.
That was an easy one.
She gives you a show. But Gladys Knight, I
She has
don't.
good songs. She has good songs, and she stays in her register also.
Yeah, she does.
Good.
I just I don't know. Like I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to see Gladys.
Without the pips,
Yeah, without the pips, I'm not trying to see her. I'm trying to see Patti LaBelle. I would go see her. Not over five. I ain't paying $500 either. Go ahead. What you got, Nick?
I saw her for free. I didn't have to pay nothing
Oh well, look
because
at you, blessed one.
that's when I worked when I was living in Georgia and I worked for Aflac. Like
Okay.
I said, the owners of Aflac, they are great.
You ain't
in
say that.
food.
Let's stick to this.
But every year for Christmas party, they bring a celebrity for our Christmas party to entertain. So that's how I got to see her the one year, Jeffrey Osborne the next year. So yeah, she it was a good show, but if it was Patty, baby, listen, everybody probably would have been standing up that whole entire concert.
oh
Okay,
yeah,
now you hear that? Now Nick didn't gave Aflac.
free commercial
I
time.
wasn't trying to give it that, but I
But
was just
listen,
saying.
look, while I'm sitting here like Aflac, look, get hired in September to see the concert, and then I'm out. Who else is a good one that a male? Name a male artist that's a good one that you would pay to see.
Well, it would have been Luther because I'm mad I never seen him.
Baby.
I'm mad I didn't see that one.
Yes.
But all the greats that I pay for, I'm content with George Clinton, and that's where I'm at because anyone else,
Phony. He be phony, and I'm gonna tell you why.
watch it.
He said that his last show,
Oh,
and
I can't.
I went to that, and then he came.
Can't argue.
What
I
did
can't fight you.
What was that? I hope whatever it was. Listen, let me say this.
He's been on.
Very nice guy, big time. Because we had some technical issues, and it was like boom. You were there, weren't you, Nick?
And
then I had to walk over. He gave me his mic. He on the other side of the stage.
Yep.
Boom, and let me do it. Bam, gave it right back. Very nice guy. Then it was the next time. Oh, this is the last show. Okay, last show. So I pick up my mother, the madre. She was like, "Where are we going?" I was like, "Get in the car." She gets in the car. "Where are we going?" I said, "We taking a trip on the mothership." And then
Mama was happy. Mama was happy.
And we got there. That was supposed to be the last show. I done bought t-shirts. I done bought everything because this is the last show. Here he comes.
He was at the other one.
Are you going to see him?
He was at the other one where he had difficulty at the mic because that's what she the one that took the picture of me and you. So yeah.
So right, that was supposed to be the last one.
I can't argue. I can't argue. He's been on about 7 retirement tours. Yeah, he's been on 7. The whole tour is retirement tour. He's been on about 7.
Money.
Right, getting money. Is that fraud?
No, he does that for his band and his family because his name alone, he can just go on speaking tours.
Right.
But I think he does it because he got messed up on those contracts. And he's still able to do it. And I don't know how he's still able to do it because, like, I went on tour with him for 3 shows. I'm like, oh, no, I can't. How do y'all do this every night?
Well, I see his grandchildren there, too. But I'm going to tell you something that I noticed. I noticed that at that particular tour that we were at Packard Music Hall, the music was slower. So there's me. And if you watch me enough, I'm ready to go. I'm like, yeah. And I was like, why is it so slow? Speed it up. Speed it up. My mother says, this is a nice tempo for me. And then somebody said, he's 80. We slowed it down. I still want the Atomic Dog. But what I saw was not an Atomic Dog.
He was sitting down doing an Atomic Dog. That one leg like.
Hey.
It was a lazy dog.
He's 80 plus, but I'm going to see him. I'm a diehard. You see, I got all my original signed artwork from him.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you. Making it happen. Speaking of fraud, I ain't saying that he's a fraud. I think it's good that he's still able to make money. And do you know that he has his own genre?
Mm-hmm.
George Clinton history, fun fact, has his own genre. Now, what does that say? Would you spend more than $500 to see him?
If I had to, yes.
What about you, Nick?
Yeah, because even with everything being slowed down, that was an entertaining show because everybody, his grandchildren and everybody that participated, they entertained you. It was
And you got to contact Ty for free.
yeah.
Yes.
Especially if you was backstage with him, yeah.
But you know what? I gotta say this. I'm not promoting, well, it's legal here. Not promoting that, but I have to say this. Being backstage, I could tolerate that weed that they had. It's this new weed I cannot tolerate. And that gave you a throwback feel. I'm not saying that going out and do your thing, but what I am saying is being backstage with that weed was tolerable.
Well,
and it smelled like throwback weed. If you know, you know. It smelled like that, and then you had the incense afterwards. You had
Mary Jane, yeah. Well,
the new weed, it smelled like chemicals or something. Not good.
Well, we were back.
L. Go ahead.
We were backstage and we were huddled around, and he offered me some, and I hesitated. And he was like, "You ever smoked before?" I said, "No, but I'll do it if you give it to me." He said, "Man," he's like, "I'm not. If you ain't losing your virginity to me, I'm not popping that cherry." And I've never smoked weed.
Okay, this is a teachable moment. Young men and women do not succumb to peer pressure.
Right.
Nate, the agitator, was about to succumb to peer pressure,
I
but
was.
the person who introduced him said no. So shout out to you.
Right. He cared about my well-being and didn't want to taint the perfection that you see now today.
All right.
So he was like handing it to me. "Hey, would you like to indulge with us? Because we're communally having a pass around. Would you like to join us?" And I hesitated. He said, "Whoa, sir, if you hasn't partaked, you cannot partake with us here. I don't want to be the one to influence you." He was very responsible. Everybody say George Clinton's responsible because he's responsible.
In the chat.
And I'm weed free to this day.
Look at you. Still a virgin. Great.
Yes.
And look, still a virgin. VERSION. Oh, I would have hit George's joint.
No, I seen him.
I can appreciate that. And that is a good thing. But that is how it starts. Because they say weed is the gateway drug.
I don't know.
Yeah, there's a thing. This is a teachable moment. I have to give it to you. Mary Jane, marijuana is the gateway drug. Learned this working at Neil Kennedy Recovery Center. And then it can, hear the word can, to other things, and you get introduced. How do you get introduced? Nate the Agitator said it best. His whole example was how it starts. You kicking it, people are there. Hey, you want to try it? I'll try it and go from there. So shout out to you, George Clinton, for saying you will not indulge here. You won't start here. You can
he wouldn't give it to him. But on another note, you have no idea because they have a song called "Something Stink" and "I Want Some," and he walks around and he does like that. And if you just look up, you just look over your head, there's drugs just weed just thrown to the stage. And they'll just pick it up and start smoking it. I'm like, you don't know what's in that. But yeah, it's
very,
but
very, very different.
But yeah, it's different.
Look back. Gotta look back. Pills you can become addicted, but that gateway drug was marijuana. And
I was steered away by he's been my not my male crush, my idol. I've idolized him as a child. Yeah, I mean, he brought me through. I told him, I said, "Man, you don't know what you did for me." All these El DeBarge was out during that time, and all the girls liked Pretty Rickies. And my cousin Aaron Adair introduced me to this dude, and he raised me from a pup to the beast you see today. It's all George Clinton, Parliament Funkadelic.
And let's talk about what's happening with the child care fraud. child care fraud, and I'm going to speak on Ohio. It is a thing, especially what's happening right now in 2025. There are a lot of there's a lot of child care facilities that are closing down due to fraud. Mel, how do you have child care fraud? Some of you guys may know, but when you put too many children on there, you have children who were there and you add them to your roster to get funding. They have, what is it, 5,200? I think 5,200 child care facilities that they are going in and investigating about with this fraud. I will say, and I hate to say, a lot of the ones that I noticed that they are going in on and investigating are people not originally from the states that they're like going in, and a lot of them are closing down. Now, why would you close down if you're legit? Interesting, right? Some of them they close down, but some of them are closing down prior to them getting there. So that's suspect. But doesn't that make you wonder? Like, okay, so you went through the process, your child care facility opened up, and you have children in there. The state said it's safe, but Uncle DeWine said, we're going to go in and investigate.
I hate it.
And it's just the health and safety visits that they were doing. So
I hate it.
38 closures, 38. And the ones that closed up was because of referrals. So somebody told somebody that told somebody. And they say word of mouth is the best advertisement. So let somebody know right now. Share this video. Hey, I'm listening to Shop Talk with Mel. Have you heard of Shop Talk with Mel? Word of mouth is it. And I appreciate you guys tuning in and listening and loving us every Saturday from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. What's your thoughts on this child care fraud?
It's sad. It's sad, and they're trying to get over on the government, and that's sad in itself. But the whole child care thing, do you know they're making the system to where you can't even babysit anymore. You have to go to child care. So people were making living. Take it over Miss Sims' house. She babysit all the kids on the weekend. Just give her $30. That was illegal because of the child care. Now they got the child care and they seen the loophole and they took the money. It's just just sad.
It's sad that it's that way because you had like 20 children at somebody else's house, Miss Pearls, and you just give her a few dollars. Now they're like, oh, that is too many children. It's a fire hazard. Do you have a back door? You have 2 exits. You got to have, like, it's a lot. And it's, what happened to grandma? I got 23 first cousins. We all spent the night every weekend. That's why you see about 9. You know how they have the photos now where you have like 9 people all on the floor. Everybody got the same blanket going. Talking about I ain't sleep in front of the TV. And they say bring that back, but we can't bring that back because
it's illegal.
The government is like, you only can watch so many children at a time. What's the problem? Go ahead.
Okay, it's a difference because you're staying at a relative's house, and if you throw them a couple of dollars for watching your child versus an actual legit business. So yeah, it's 2 different things because I've worked for a child care facility, and then I also worked for a child care service in a home, and they were both legit, especially the one at the house. She turned her whole entire downstairs to her facility. She in her living room, she made one of her bedrooms upstairs, the living room, whatever, but everything had to be on.
And that's somebody that's with childcare. We're talking about your family, like you started, and you just go over there like, I'm at the house.
Right.
You know what I would do? I would listen to what I'm going to tell y'all right now. Happy New Year, too, for those of you who I haven't seen, since the new year. I would babysit on New Year's. That's a good idea. My mother did that. Listen, what are we doing? I'll babysit on New Year's. You have to be here by this time in the morning. Boom, and pay. That's some good money. But you know what? The government will be like, hold on a minute.
Yeah, hold on.
How
Wait a
many
minute.
children you have? And see, that's what's different. So, Nick, you decide, okay, well, Mel, drop your child off. I got them. I'll watch them. And everybody bring their child over there. And then they knocking on the door talking about it's a fire hazard.
Fire hazard for
Right.
what? These are my little cousins.
That's where the problem's at. That's why we're speaking on it. Because
Yeah,
now
that's what I'm
you
saying.
cannot. So how many adults are in the house per child? What? This is my cousin. What do you mean?
I'm sorry.
Look.
So did they do that with somebody that has about? Because there are people that spit out that many kids. So you gonna go knock on their door, talk about it's a child. This is a hazard. These are my kids. I spit them out. Every last one of them.
Let me tell you, it's worse than that. Because back in the day, you could have that. Now you have courts mandating you get a tubal ligation.
Yeah.
After so many children. It gets this rabbit hole gets
the government needs to slow down.
Well, the government doesn't want you making any money outside of them. So Miss Pearl, she whooped every kid in the neighborhood. All the kids respected her, and she made her money on the weekends because all these young high heifers wanted to go out, so she watched the kids. Wasn't nothing wrong with that. And if your kid got a whooping by Miss Pearl, you told your kid, don't be messing with Miss Pearl because you got to go over there next week. Right. But guess what? The government said, whoa.
Pearl, true story. All of these are true, honestly. I am doing an intake on Miss Pearl because she whooped your child. And now Miss Pearl is up on FG pod. No, yeah, GH pod or FG. Because why? Abuse, assault. I saw a lady and I was outdone because it was her grandchild and she spanked her grandchild. Mom had an issue and she was down at the county jail.
What's his name? Ratcliffe. He did the same thing. Whooped his grandkid.
It is so much going on. And it's like, wait a second. I understand abuse. I understand that. But somewhere along the line, it's shadowed and snowed and cloudy. Mm-hmm. What is abuse? Here's where we are, just like Nate, what you said, like Ratcliffe. I don't know the situation or the story, but I will say this. If you discipline your child, we discipline, it's a culture. We discipline how we discipline. And you may say, oh, that is not the way that you're supposed to discipline. You're supposed to do A, B, C, and D. So now you're telling me about a culture. You have your culture is solidified. Other, nationalities have their culture, it's solidified. We are the only ones who don't know our culture. Why? Because other cultures are influencing our culture to say what's right and what's wrong. And that's an issue. I'm not saying abuse your child. That is not what I'm saying. What I am saying is we discipline the way we discipline. And guess what? You can't discipline. Why? Because you want to wait till they get grown and you discipline them?
Yeah. You're messing up the prison system's product. You can't discipline him and give him morals and values. You're messing up our product. Let him do. He has laws and rules and regulations. He doesn't have to follow yours. So don't whoop him because you'll put discipline in him and then he might not come see us. You messing up the product.
Go ahead, Nick.
And I have a problem with that. They tell us that we can't whoop our kids. Again, whoop, not abuse. But when you don't have control of your child, then they want to turn around and put you in jail when your child do something wrong. Whoa. Excuse me. I tried to whoop my child. You stopped me and was going to throw me in jail because I went to go whoop my child. So now my child is standing in front of you and you want to throw the book at me. No. So we can't win for losing.
Right. And that's what happens in schools. So you tell me about my child and how they're disruptive. I discipline my child, and now you take my child away from me. What do you want?
You can't win. And it's sad, but this is the culture and the system it is. Because our children are more valuable as they're getting paid. They pay the schools because they're in the schools. Then they get paid in prison for that thing. That's where the value is with the mass scheme thinking.
Is if they have an IEP.
Oh, yeah.
Have something wrong. That's
right. Right. So they're worth more. But they want to keep you in that situation and make money off of you rather than help or see you succeed. And you whooping your child because he's playing with a gun or something like that, you're wrong. You're wrong. Well, he didn't shoot anyone, so you should have just put him in timeout and told him how bad it was.
See, which
Timeout don't work
segues,
for white
that
teams. You know it
actually
don't work for ours.
segues to the next topic. What you should do. So you tell me, you poke the bear. That's the term that they use a lot. You poke the bear. So poke, 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 poke. And now you want to tell the bear how mad to get?
That's Siegfried and Roy. You mad at the tiger? The tiger just did tiger stuff. So, yeah, we call that the Siegfried and Roy theory.
Well,
The white tiger got tiger one day and chomped your head off, and now you mad at the tiger? You gonna put the tiger
being
down?
a tiger. It's different. Let me ask you this question. Are you okay with a woman throwing or assaulting a male and not expecting to get hit back?
Yeah.
Are you upset with the male that hits her back?
No.
What's your thoughts, Nick? If you hit a man, do you expect to get hit back?
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
I was taught, like, if you don't want to get hit, don't pass a lick if you don't want one.
Right. Right. And I'm, dear to my heart. But I'm not saying I woke up Tuesday and said, it's Tuesday. But if I got whop, 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 in return the favor, take these two with you. My two might have been a lot, hey, I know you knew they were stronger than the little pity pat you was given. So why would you do that? Why?
Why? Now, here's what's interesting when you have outsiders saying, well, you shouldn't have hit her like that. I.e.,
Oops.
there was a young lady who threw an iron at somebody and hit them in the face. They were asleep. If he would have hit her back, you have the outside entities saying, well, you shouldn't have hit her like this. What? What happened to natural reflexes?
Oh, preach, Mel, because that's why I went to.
So what happened to that? I have a cousin who ended up in the county jail. Listen, this is not funny, but I know it because it's my cousin and he's slow. He a little off. His wife hit him, I think it was with an iron. Yeah. And he took that iron and hit her back with it. And he was the one that was locked up, not her. Now they said, oh my gosh, I can't believe. And he said it. They was like, well, what happened? Well, she hit me with the iron. I snatched the iron and hit her back with it. I'm not okay with violence, but what is wrong with the picture that he's the one with a record and she's not? So why is it that we tend to cater to the woman or the person that started it? And then what did I say? For every action, there's a reaction. So
Not in a women's life.
and that's what's happening. So she gives an action and we're upset with how that reaction was. Well, she didn't do that. She threw a cup at you and you grab her. Oh gosh, she's scared because you're bigger than her.
Of course.
Did she think about that when she threw it, that you're bigger than her? Or did she not care and say, hey, I'm just going to go on, I'm just going to go on it and you're not going to hit me back. What's wrong?
I spent some time in an adult care facility, let's just put it like that, for that exact same reason. But after I get hit in the head with the bottle and snap out, I'm the problem. But of course, then it's feminine woman. It's, oh, woe is me, and I was scared, and he broke in and slapped Jesus and stole my grandma's dentures, and it was horrific. But there were laws set up for that. Just like a man going down the.
You have
It's
laws.
just like when a man goes down to a. It's just like when we go down to the. I'm sorry.
I'll let you speak, but there's laws that are there to protect the woman.
Yes.
I don't hear the laws to protect the man.
They don't exist.
Let me tell, and you're right. I took somebody down to Youngstown because he was being abused by his wife. What did he do? He pressed charges. instead of hitting her because he knew that the laws is not for him. Do you know what the female police officer said that was over that jurisdiction when he was? Do you really want to press charges on her? Well,
She's
maybe you
just an
guys can
innocent.
work it out. But if it was flipped, it is yes, press charges on him.
Girl, he can't be blinking at you all that hard. He blinking way too reckless at you.
It's sad. It's sad. And there's a lot of abusive females out there. Real talk. It's a lot. And it's like, oh, okay, so you think I'm a sucker, air quotes for the listening audience, because I won't hit you back. I just don't want a record. Or if I get you up off of me, oh, you got a record. What do you mean? So I could get to swing, scratch, everything. And if I pull you off of me, he grabbed me like this. How did he grab you? How did he hit you? Watch this. You guys know. Check it out. Was this hit open hand?
Open or closed, yep.
Or closed? Listen, it's too many rules to it. Keep your hands to yourself.
Both of you.
Yeah.
You too, girls, ladies. We're talking to y'all too.
Listen, that's who really needs to do it because I was brought up, I'm telling you, the same way. If you put your hands on somebody, expect to get hit back. Expect it.
The rules and even rearing boys versus girls. Girls are considered the prize. They're considered everything happens for them. They're for divorce. They get the majority of the stuff. Everything is catered to them. They have a backup plan. The government or institutions will make sure that the woman's okay.
Mhm.
We have completely opposite. Oh, we're going to get him.
Okay, let's
What?
look at Karens. Karens. So you have a female, black female, and you have Karens. Somebody need to let them know you put your hands on somebody or assault somebody, expect to get hit back. What do they do? Bam, fall on the floor. Oh my God, surprise, surprise.
Yeah, because I mean, if I ever ran into a Karen, I'd be like, yeah, you're making all this noise, but what's happening? What's stopping me from making something happen right now? Because if you're making all this noise and gonna be loud on me, I might as well, give you something to lie about.
The end result is going to be
It's gonna be the same. It's gonna be the same for me. He jumped in front of me and stepped on my little pinky toe. I'm getting life for that or shot.
Okay, let's go to the chat. Walking away is the only safe option for the male.
If he can.
Until she jumps on your back and say you're ignoring her.
Or until she hits you in the back of the neck with a bottle.
A can of clam chowder. I saw it. Listen, I saw that at the grocery store. A can of New England clam chowder. Sat there, somebody walked past the girl and he didn't acknowledge her. They was together that evening. He was with somebody else and he kept walking. She looked on that aisle, grabbed that New England clam chowder and picked him off. Bam, hit him in the back of the neck. He got down to the meat counter. So you know how far it was. I was like, now that's the quarterback to Brown's knee. Listen, and she, bam, there you go. And of course, they end up fighting in the grocery store. It's 6 o'clock because, I'm night shift. So that's how I caught it. That's when it was open 24 hours. And the other girl just looked and got in the car and left. She said, I will not be embarrassed. This is early morning. But listen, it was New England chunky clam chowder.
Oh, wow.
But he was in the wrong for reacting. Just reacting. He would have been wrong.
He should have just took that can, bam, right in the back of the neck.
Should have went home and thought about what he did to deserve that. That's what he should have done.
And all he had to do was speak. She said all he had to do was speak. He didn't even acknowledge her. So
yeah, and that made her feel a certain way. So he had to. I ain't broke the song out yet this year. It's gonna come though. It's gonna come out. Huh?
Would you like to sing it?
Not yet. I want the people to want the song now because now they know that it's right at the tip.
It's right there. How long do you have to say Happy New Year at the beginning of the year when you don't see anybody? Or is it just that day?
I'm just that day.
I still say it now to people that I haven't seen. Now, after next week, or that's done. But yeah,
It's the middle of the
I
week.
think about 2 weeks for people that you haven't seen or whatever. Happy New Year. After that, yeah.
Okay, I'm looking in the chat that day. Well, it is said the 2 weeks, so in the teens, like the 12th. If you haven't seen anybody, you are supposed to, proper etiquette, to say Happy New Year to them. That's a,
I mean, I do it. I didn't
that's a
know.
lot of Happy New Year. So if you have not seen, I haven't seen you. Happy New Year, Nick. I haven't seen or talked to you. Happy New Year.
Year.
Yeah, ball humbug.
No, we're not doing that. Look, no, we're not doing that now.
So I guess I was on point then, because I said it for about the first 2 weeks, and then
Yes,
after that, peace.
that's
How you doing?
okay.
I'm a rebel.
I ain't seen you since last year.
How does that work? You're supposed to say Happy New Year to me. And there are people out there that feel some type of way if you do not wish them a Happy New Year. Okay, let's go to the chat. I'm done unless someone says it to me. This is the this is the fake New Year anyway. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy. How do you even know? Do you remember? Why can't it be replaced with a hello? People, y'all serious about these holidays?
I mean, yeah. After next week, it is a hello. How you doing? Haven't seen you since last year. That's it.
Okay, New Year's Day, and it's a wrap.
That's where I'm at.
New Year's Day. That's it.
Hey, you can go back and look at my post. I said it to everybody. Happy New Year, everybody. I posted it.
Everyone isn't on social media.
Right?
Oh well.
So
A
what?
lot of people didn't see the time I beat up Mike Tyson in my garage. You know why? Because they weren't here. So they missed it. Life goes on, people. Life goes on.
Okay. Life goes on. You're done with that? Are you done?
Right? Yeah. Mike Tyson. Okay.
Oh, I knocked him out. It was easy work. It was easy work.
That's how social media used to work before social media. You had the nosy neighbor. Me and my mom were talking, and they had that nosy neighbor on the street. That was the social media. What happened? Knew everything that was going on. Now when you have access to see what's going on, that life is lightweight boring. Do you remember you got beat up on the South Side when you was back in 1984, and the only way the other people knew what happened is if you told the story or somebody was there, and then you get to defend yourself. But now everything is loaded up. They be like, man, you got the brake speed off you.
Right.
Self-esteem shot, and you're like, oh man, everybody knows, versus what you said, especially if it was on another side of town.
And down in Africa, they look at this man get his butt behind. It's everywhere. he really took an L.
Hey, lovely people, it is time for Girl Scout cookies.
Ooh, dope hitting the hood. Dope time. I mean, yeah, cookie.
Cookie time.
Everybody. Hey, shoot, I need a couple bricks of those caramel delights. You know what I mean?
Because let me remind someone, I am on radio. We cannot say that. I'm on radio, not podcast, only radio. So I have to go back and delete some of this stuff. All right,
sorry.
Let's stay focused. Yes. The actual radio personality. You get me out. They be like, we're Mel out. We're Nate the Agitator that said this, that, and took my show off.
I can't say bricks.
Saying something.
Yeah, we can't say that. So, Girl Scout cookies are out. It's that time. Are you interested? And do they taste the same?
I just get a happy feeling about the time. I need my caramel delights, man.
Those are good. What's those? They changed the name to like Samoans or something.
Do-si-dos or something like that?
No, the do-si-dos is the peanut butter.
The peanut butter ones.
What were you saying, Nick? You like them?
I haven't had any Girl Scout cookies in a long time. So when you sent me that video yesterday with them cookies, I was like, now you about to make me go and look some. Where I need a local Girl Scout. Where you at? I want to give you the sale. I don't want to go online and get it.
Listen, I got to hook up.
Okay, because
From a Girl Scout?
online and order it. That's not the same.
You have to have a Girl Scout.
Exactly.
Girl Scout cookies.
I didn't know the Girl Scouts still existed.
Yes, they do. And we talked about it. Oh, you probably weren't on. We talked about the young lady who was genius. You remember the little girl who set up shop outside a dispensary?
Mm-hmm.
She set up shop right outside a dispensary and was making money. And guess what? The people had a problem with it.
Of course.
Why?
Because it was
number one seller. Like, why? Was she gonna get an apron? You remember we used to sell stuff back in school and then you win a prize? And my people was like, I might as well just buy you the prize. Like, what are we doing? But it gave you an incentive, to sell. So I think that's what was happening. Okay, we got shortbread. Somebody really like shortbread. You must be old. Got an old soul.
Or bad dental plan, because those dissolve. Yeah. those dissolve. That's why you like them.
Like the meltaways.
Yeah, they got the meltaways.
Oh, you got the meltaways ish.
Do they still make the thin mints?
Yeah, they still have the thin mints.
Oh,
they have a new one out that's like s'mores.
Yeah, that's what you sent to me.
Yeah, it's like chocolate with. Okay, wait, what is it? S'mores? No, thin mints, the lemon ones, shortbread,
peanut butter,
caramel delights. I like those caramel delights.
Me too.
What else is it? How many other ones? Help us out. 619-902-2287. 619-902-2287. Which ones? And in the chat, which other ones am I missing?
I usually don't participate big business using the little innocent girls to push their product, but it's Girl Scout cookies. I mean, I gotta have it.
So are we saying that it's okay to go back door to door and get your cookies? Because they're up to $6 now. Remember they used to be $2.50?
Yes. They went up to $6 a box.
$6 whole. Like you go higher than regular cookies at the grocery store.
What?
Yes.
That's crazy.
$6 whole for how many cookies come in a box? But you got to
remember
a little old box.
What'd you say?
I said a little old box with 2 sleeves in it.
Right.
Listen, you can eat that in one setting.
So are we being ripped off?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was a cute girls in the dress saying, "Excuse me, sir, can you please help me and support this, that, and other?" We said, "Oh, here." And you had 8 good cookies and you was happy. Now they done went up because of COVID. Girl Scout cookies is triple the price.
You know what? Okay, lemon. Yeah, I did say lemon. Thanks. If you guys know somebody who sell Girl Scout cookies, what I am doing right now, in the comments, put their information down there and put Girl Scout cookies so that the people that watch the show and see it can contact them and get them.
Right.
Because now they mail them to you. So they're, they ain't fooling with y'all. They ain't fooling. Y'all play too much. Too much going on in the world. Too much going on. Okay, so let's see here. Explore Moors. Those are the new edition inspired by the Rocky Road ice cream. Thin Mints. Samoans, like I said, those are our caramel delights. That's with the caramel sprinkled with toasted coconut. Peanut butter patties. What is that? Tag-alongs. A delicious combination of peanut butter and chocolate. Oh, they added. You like that one? Okay.
Yes, that's the name of them.
Yeah, they're okay.
Adventurefuls. Adventurefuls is a brownie-inspired cookie with caramel-flavored cream center, added rich taste. Woo! Now they have these are the meltaways-ish. They call trefoils. Those are the shortbread.
The shortbread, those are good though.
And buttery. These classic shortbread cookies are a staple in the Girl Scout
Yes
collection. Lemon Ups. That's the lemon one I was talking about. And Nate the Dose-Dos, the peanut butter sandwich, Toffee-tastic. Did anybody ever try that?
No, never heard of it.
Toffee-tastic is a this is probably why a gluten-free cookie featuring toffee bits for a sweet and crunchy experience, and then Girl Scout s'mores. Now I'm confused. Okay, Girl Scout s'mores is a cookie that captures the essence of s'mores with the chocolate and marshmallow filling. But the one they added is called Explore More. So this one is what? Rocky Road ice cream. This sandwich cookie features flavors the same thing.
They have the vegan version and the regular version, so they can get all the money. So, what you want? You want the cookies without any flavor? Oh wait, yeah, we have these too.
Got some news for you, lovely people. Got some news for you. Toast Yay and s'mores, whatever these are, were discontinued last year, so they will not be available in 2026. Whatever the Toast Yay cookie is, but it sounds like, and the s'more cookies, well, they already got that. Like, what are we doing here? So maybe that's why they changed it. I have no idea. Anyway, it's just a Girl Scout cookie, and that's what it is. So what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Y'all eating cookies or what?
Yeah,
To my usuals.
Okay.
I don't need all 10 toes.
That is selling Girl Scout cookies, please just add it on. Tag, do what you do. Don't inbox me because I can't guarantee that I'll see it, honestly, because it's too many. So if you just come on this here show, which is living your life, doing what's best for you, put Girl Scout, boom, put the name or the information so we can inbox and know that we are, look, with knowing that you are trustworthy, we need to see your Girl Scout card. Because I ain't about to send $6 and I don't get my cookies. And I need a tentative date too. Because I'm sitting here looking like my cookies should be in 6 months later. So we need to know. But they do ship them out to you, which is good. So the Girl Scout Connect. Tammy Givens, Tammi, Tammy Givens on Facebook. She got one. That's my connect. So if you want some cookies, there you go. Everybody on the diet, everybody on Ozempic. I wonder if they could get the cookies if they're giving themselves a shot, right?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I thought you was gonna try to get on the Ozempic.
I just started. I lost my weight by not eating sugar. I cut sugar out.
Oh, congratulations. Are you gonna go get that what is it? That colon wash, that colon
Yeah. I gotta set that up. We gotta set that up.
Yeah, because we gotta go in. I don't want to go in. Yeah.
You gotta hold my hand.
I'll go before. We'll take video before, and we'll take video after. We'll see if he's light on his feet.
Mel, you're gonna hold my hand.
Ballerina shoes. You're gonna be light on your feet.
I'm gonna squeeze your hand when I'm going through contractions, just like everybody else. You are staying there with me, and you're not allowed to have on a mask or a nose guard.
Don't nobody want to be there when you get your cologne.
Hey, if I'm doing this for the people, I have demands.
Is that the only demand?
Mel, I'm gonna hold your hand, and every time the contraction hit, I'm gonna squeeze your hand. Lord Jesus. And I hope you. Oh, I'm gonna smell up the whole. Ooh, I'm gonna have an omelet with some sauerkraut and ice cream after Taco Tuesday. I was scheduled for Wednesday, and before Taco Tuesday for lunch, I'm gonna go with sauerkraut medley with eggs and ice cream.
He is just so gross.
Okay, Nick, you hear him. You deserve it.
I'm gonna tear it up.
How you deserve it. I think it's .com with Nicole Cosby, where she does the colonic. Nick, I think you should go in with him.
Huh? Wait, what? Huh? Excuse me? No.
She'll mess up my whole pH balance. I don't.
Crazy. Hey, I'm going to give you guys today's Q-tips. If you listen to Be Inspired, you will be familiar. And if you haven't, I got you covered for the listening audience. This week's Q-Tips is all about living in the moment. Living in the moment. Mel, how do you live in the moment? You live in the moment by taking everything in. If you don't know how to live in the moment, I'll just give you a few little examples and pointers on living in the moment. Take a pause. Take that phone, that cell phone you got, just turn it off, power it off. Power it off, live in the moment, enjoy what you are doing at that time. Pause before moving. When you pause before moving, what I mean by that, I'm saying, here's an example. You ever in the middle of doing something and then you go into another room and you be like, wait, what did I come in here for? Aha! You need to pause for the moment. Take a time out. Naps. We hated nap time as a child, but naps matter. Now we have what we call bipolar, split personality, and all that good stuff. Just think about it this way. When you were a child and you acted up, what happened? Go lay down. If you were sick, drink some water, go lay down. That's your reboot. How many of us have heard, I don't know who you are right now, you need to go lay down? Lay down, reset, get that rest. And I'm going to say it again. Detach from the phone. Detach, detach, detach. No one should have that much access to you. How do you know that they have that much access to you? When they call you and say, I called you, but you didn't answer. You remember back in the day, you had an answer machine. You did what you did, and when you got home, you listened to the machine, and then you called those people back. How dare those people say, I called you and you didn't answer? I got other things that I'm dealing with at that time. One thing you need to remember, life is not on repeat. We don't get to do it again. If you are eating, taste the food. If you feel you are rushed, why are you eating? And some people say, well, I eat to live. Do you enjoy the food that you're eating, or are you rushed? I'll share this with you really, really fast. If I'm on lunch and I'm at the job, everyone knows if you interrupt my lunch, I'm starting over, because it is supposed to be an uninterrupted lunch. And remember, you are required with the 12-hour shifts. After 4 hours, you are required to have a 30-minute lunch. You're on a 12-hour shift. How many of us only get a 30-minute lunch? And guess what? It's not paid for, because you're working until, let's say your shift is 7 to 7:30. You didn't get a paid lunch. You pay for it because you're there another 30 minutes. So know what you know. Look up the laws. I can speak for Ohio. After 4 hours, you are required a 30-minute lunch and 2 15-minute breaks. Now, the smokers usually get it, but if you don't smoke, you might be in the break room and they come and they interrupt. But the lunch is uninterrupted. So take a page out of my book if you have that luxury. Don't interrupt my lunch or I'm starting over. Real talk. Listen, celebrate every victory. Once you live in the moment, celebrate every victory. Don't feel like, oh, well, I didn't get here. I'm trying to get there. That's my goal. When you hit that first step, celebrate. You hit that second step, celebrate. When you fill out that application, celebrate. You have to take the first step, okay? And another thing, you, and I said this as well, you determine your success. You, not this digital world, not them over there, not Nate the Agitator, not Mel, not Nick the Voice. You. All we are here for is to encourage you to reach your ultimate goal. So that is today's Q-tips. Got it? Got it. I hope you got it. And when you see those red lights out there, no stop signs, everybody's rushing, be grateful for those, because it gives you time to stop, look around, and then proceed. All right? And in everything you do, proceed with caution. Don't overthink things, but just make sure that it is safe for you. That's what I got, people. That's what I got for the Q-tips. All right. Nate the Agitator, how you feeling? Do you stop at stop signs or are you rushed? Nick, do you stop at stop signs or are
I
you
can't
rushed?
hear
Don't
you.
worry about it. Nick, are you stopped at stop signs or are you rushed?
It depends. I usually stop, but sometimes I do that California stop, that stop and go.
That's stop and go because you're rushed. This is it. Live in the moment. Live in the moment. And I'm going to tell you this as well, lovely people. If you are already late for work, gonna be late. If you didn't get breakfast, because I was that manager, it was somebody who's decided, oh, I'm late and I didn't get breakfast or they're late and they come in with an attitude because they're late. We did not make you late. If you're already late, baby, might as well have breakfast. Don't rush. I'm going to tell you, do not rush. Do your thing. Have breakfast. So when you come in, you're late, but you're smiling. And make sure you speak to us. Happy New Year. Because we didn't do it. Okay, I'm going to the chat. Your girl says, I eat too slow. You dang right. I'm enjoying my food. Thank you, Cornell. That's it. What's the rush? What is the rush? Then you might choke and we got to do the Heimlich.
Don't be a slow eater.
No, to be enjoy
a slow
food.
eater.
Enjoy your food. Because here's the thing, why are you eating? We eat to live, but if the food is really, usually really, really good, it's probably not healthy for us. Okay, enjoy it. Enjoy it. Take your time, live in the moment, and live your life, not for somebody else. I mean, I ain't trying to tell you what to do with your old lady, but tell her, well, you already telling her. You are living your life, eating the way that you feel comfortable.
I don't use
all the time. So live your life. All right, get that out. And I'll give you the Male's Medical Moments in a few minutes. So, Nick, what's new in the world of social media?
I don't know, because I ain't been on social media.
Good job.
I don't be like here and there.
Here
That's
and there.
it.
Okay. All right. So, Nate the Agitator, who have you agitated in the new year?
No one. I've been slow on the agitation this year. I plan on picking it up, though. I mean, the man cave is coming along. So, yeah, I plan on doing a couple things.
Okay, well, we'll talk about the man cave when you're ready to come on. Also, I want to tell you guys, if you're on social media, find Nick the Voice page, like it, subscribe. And if you are on social media, go to Nate the Agitator's page where he'll be starting a man cave podcast.
Yes.
Understand?
Do them all.
For those who don't know, I have to say this. Nick the Voice is Nick the Voice. Yes, we are all professionals. So know that she is Nick the Voice when she is Nick the Voice. Know that Nate the Agitator is Nate the Agitator on the man cave, when he is Nate the Agitator. Nathan Woodard is the photographer. Nick the Voice is in administration. Y'all surprised, huh? Yeah. So you have to use the determining factor, and the determining factor is the name. So for those out there who have started podcasts and or have a content creator. So let's say this, for instance, who don't know, there's a difference between podcasters and content creators. You're on social media only content creator. And I said only. Podcaster, if you're on a podcast, you have to be accepted on those podcasts outlets, like your Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all those. They go through, and the way that you get on there, you have to be accepted. So after your first show, they review it, and then they determine, hey, if we want it or if we don't. Now, here's what's interesting. Before, a lot of people were getting through and it was okay. Now it is overly saturated that they're like, no, I don't want it. Now you can have a studio because a podcast is a podcast is a podcast. We call it internet radio. You can have a studio, but you may not be on all the other podcasts where it says, like, you'll hear me say, you're listening to Shop Talk with Mel, subscribe or tune in wherever you get your podcast. So that's on all of them. But when you are a content creator, you are creating content. It doesn't matter. You can say what you want to say, do what you want to do, sell what you want to sell. Those are on your social media sites. Now, I'm not good at the promotion of podcasting like that because I'm a radio personality. So I'm on the air. And that's where I come from. I.e., like I remember Wendy Williams when she was like, I'm going to start, the podcast. She didn't know it. I knew about it and was doing it, but don't spend a lot of time on it. So we need to get better than that, better with doing that. For those people out there that want to start a podcast and don't have like, oh, well, I don't have a microphone. You don't need a microphone. All you need is NOS. I say one mic, but one computer. That's what you need. You don't need a microphone. One computer and you can talk. Everybody has something to say. Don't allow somebody to tell you what you can't say. Don't allow somebody to say you can't do it. You use a microphone from the computer and say what it is that you need to say, because trust and believe we are more alike than we are different. Okay, there's somebody for everybody. Your community will find you, as Mallory says. Your community will find you. Don't worry about the subscriptions. Don't worry about the likes. Don't focus on that. You have to focus on what you want. If that's something that you want, you love to do, and you're doing it, you do it. Okay? And even if you're listening to yourself, because most times when you are a radio personality, we entertain, because that's our job, to entertain. We have to make you feel better when you leave than when you came. Then you have those, skip over Nate the Agitator, who get those endorphins up. And you might not feel better than when you came, but guess what? You're leaving with a conversation and a more open mind. Why does this person think this way? Like Nick the Voice, why does Nick think that way? You got something to talk about. So please don't allow someone else to determine your success. Don't allow someone else to tell you you're not worth it. Don't allow someone else to live your life through you, because they had theirs and they chose to do what they wanted to do with their life. And if they feel as though that they missed their window of opportunity, which they didn't, look at these old singers coming back. Don't allow them to tell you what you should be doing if you are a major and not a minor. Okay? All right. So today's show is living your life. Living your life. So I have to ask you, lovely people, are you living your life, or are you living life for someone else?
Awkward silence.
When he does that.
I am reclaiming.
You are reclaiming. Good.
That was about 2026. I was living for someone else.
Okay. How about you, Nick? Are you living your life, or are you living for someone else?
I am finally living my life.
I'm so happy with those answers. Now, for those of you that may feel as though it was a complex question, in lay terms, if you are living your life to make someone else comfortable last year before, and you weren't doing what you wanted to do, you are living someone else's life. And I can say, as an American, even thinking about how we're out, watch this, and you've heard this. See, he didn't even say, excuse me, he's living his life this year. That's what we do.
Y'all heard that?
He's burping. Now, watch this. Someone would say, That is so rude, Nate the agitator, but he's the agitator. So it's all good. And if he had said, watch this, if we felt some type of way and he felt bad about it, he would be living our life.
Just tell him, Mel, because I wouldn't feel bad about.
Yeah,
I really did.
and we know you wouldn't. So when I say living someone else's life, let's think about how the world had become so sensitive that we can't even say how we feel because they flipped it to where we have to worry about a stranger's feelings, somebody that we don't know. But what about our feelings? Oh, I better not say that. Oh, I better not say that because a stranger might feel some type of way. We got to come back. We got to come back because who's going to be stressed? Us. And you hear people, oh, they have mental issue problems. Why? Because they have issues coping. Oh, they're acting out because they have issues coping. Guess what? When you release, there's no issue coping. So now we are at a place where we have invisible shackles, invisible muzzles because of a stranger who we don't know. Remember, I keep saying that because with social media, do you know me personally? If you know me personally, you're not a stranger. But most of the people, they don't know you personally. And I don't like that you said this and that. Ma'am, I won't even be breaking bread. Like, are you a vegan? I don't even know you. You know what I mean? Are you coming over to dinner? I don't know you. So the best thing that you can be, and my motto is and always will be, it's okay to be you. And with that being said, and worried about somebody else's feelings, am I really able to be me? Or is everybody going to come down on me and say that I'm wrong? I love your shirt, Nick. Find
Yes.
you, embrace you, love you. Yes. So
Scoot up a little
we
bit.
have to focus on what's important. And at this stage of the game, nobody's paying your hospitalization because we're stressed. Why am I stressed? Oh, I better not say that because somebody else might get offended. Who may be offended? What about you? What about you? Everybody is not going to like you. Do you remember high school? You had the popular person. You had the not so popular person. You had the jocks. You had your gothic people. You had different groups, and your community is going to find you. So please, if you feel a certain way, live your life for you. What serves you? I'm so big on that right now because we have come to the place where we're stressed. And I get your emails, and I got one email that actually said that where they felt like, let me put this on here, they were ready to, I usually don't share a lot of this, they were ready to say, I'm done. And they were ready to say that they were done because I'm trying to get this. I don't know what's happening. Hold on. Okay. They were ready to say that they were done because they had to live for somebody else. They felt like everything they did and said, it was wrong. And they let me know that they watched my show. They caught the end of my show and it said, find you, embrace you, most importantly, always love you. And it's okay to be you. And that's when they decided, I'm going to do me. So that's why I brought this up. You have people so stressed about how someone else feels, and they got to live their life, but you want to live yours your way, and other people have a problem with it. You chose what you chose for you. That's what you live. Let me choose what I want to do and let me live this way. And even though we have people who want more for other people, if they don't want more, or it may be there more, if they don't want more, don't sweat it. If they tell you, I'm not ready, listen to them. You can't make people do what you want them to do when they are not you. All right, I just had to say that. And I know, I sat there and went over regarding what I wanted to talk about, but let's put that in the male's medical moments. Living stress-free, being stress-free, and loving what you do. If you are working somewhere, my grandson told me today, he asked me, he was like, why do you have to do your show? Because you got to make money? That's what he said with his little self. I said, I do my show because I like what I do. And I came into the studio, bam, came into the room, was like, that was it. So hopefully he carries that. Make your hobby your profession. Enjoy what you do. When you don't enjoy it anymore, what should you do?
Find something else.
Yeah, do you. Because even if you're working somewhere, and I understand that you get money and you're trying to make a living, make your living, but you got to understand that you're making your living based off of somebody else's dreams and not yours. That's their dream. Don't let your dream die. Okay? And at this stage of the game, aren't we tired of chasing the dream? Aren't we ready to obtain it?
Yes.
That's today's footnote, man. All right, lovely people, that is my time. I thoroughly enjoyed you as I do each and every single Saturday. You know what it is. Find you, embrace you, most importantly, always, always love you. Until next week, people, you know what it is. 1, 2, 3.
Shop top.
Hey, we and listen, check out Nate the Agitator's podcast. Check him out on the Man Cave on YouTube. He also has the Man Cave with Nate the Agitator on Facebook. And look it up. And his podcast is coming out. It's supposed to be Tuesday nights. Am I correct?
Tuesday from 8 to 10. Yeah.
You doing 2 hours?
Yeah. This is 2 hours.
Baby, I can do 2 hours because I can yap.
Yeah, me too. I'm
But
a
watch
great
this.
talker.
Okay, can I ask you this question?
Mm-hmm.
Are you able to carry 2 hours if you don't have a guest?
That's going to be interesting.
That's why I asked that question.
I'm going to have to fake it till I make it and be like, see, and if I press this remote button, it will say on. Yeah.
You're going to turn into a teachable. Look, it'll be a how-to.
Hey,
a how-to podcast.
I'll be up
What
here
about
burning.
you, Nick the Voice? Check her out on all socials at Nick the Voice. Make sure you like and subscribe to her page and communicate. You can inbox all of us because trust and believe we will answer your questions. We'll chat with you. You always got a shop talk. What you got, Nate?
I'd like to thank the people that I sent out, the first 5 that answered for my Man Cave podcast to subscribe. My boy Kev, Ruth, then my cousin Cherie Lewis, and then of course Al. But yeah, I appreciate you, and that is me. So accept it. Don't think it's spam.
I think I accepted it.
That's great. That's what it's all about. That's what it's
I got
all about,
numbers.
especially with this new day and age. The new day and age, it's all about the likes and the subscriptions.
I'm getting numbers.
Some people, think about it. Some people don't know, hey, I should subscribe, but they'll listen. And what's most important? That they hear you.
Mm-hmm.
That they listen. That's it. So don't trip on that. People forget to like. Don't worry about that. If you got 1 like, it don't matter. You give them the same show. 1 or 1 million. You all deserve the same show. Still, again, find you, embrace you. Most importantly, always, always love you. Peace.